Iron 4 community, but maybe not the
Mhm.
most popular choices elsewhere. But there's also the possibility of being Hitler with Germany. That actually is a good start for beginners,
Yeah.
as Germany's pretty straightforward. Everyone knows their that part of history at least.
Yep. What country will you choose?
Well, you said you went France, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I will go as the UK
Alright, I'm ready.
then. Okay. We'll be playing on regular, so we don't get any bonuses, but the AI also doesn't get any bonuses.
Okay. Why are there... Okay. Anyway,
Hmm?
start whenever
What do you
you're
mean,
ready.
why is the... What do you mean by why is there?
Clouds.
Why are there clouds? Because
I
clouds.
know, but there are dark, stormy clouds over Spain. And then I realized the answer to my question, and I was like, never mind.
No, yeah, no, it's just storming. Alright, starting. Now, we're gonna set a pretty easy goal of don't immediately die the moment that
The
Germany declares war on you.
multiplayer lobby thing is still open. Help, how do I close that?
No, no, that's on my end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, what I was gonna say is, starting off, you got your researches, your national focuses, etc., etc. Take a little bit of time, familiarize yourself with the buttons.
Research.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Logistics company? I mean, reinforce rate and initiative are nice, but initiative increases planning speed and increases coordination modifiers. That could be useful. Could be useful. However, starting off with a tried and true
Hmm.
opening. Perfect. Um, Also on that hammer, like on like the little gavel button right next to your flag, that is where your decisions are located.
Okay.
Yeah, decisions are pretty straightforward. They
Yes.
are options to spend your political power to do things.
Any suggestions?
Um, for which part? For your researches?
Yeah.
Um, that would be. It's always recommended to start off with some electronics research, which is under engineering, and then some industrial research, like construction and production for the first ones, which are the basic machine tools. I should be able to. Ah, right. I can't send you an invite to faction. If you feel really overconfident, then when I start the game and Germany eventually breaks the demilitarized zone that's on your border, you could attempt to go to war right away and drag me in the Allies, but I will warn you, you will immediately go into a civil war if that happens, because you have political disunity.
Hmm. Just thinking.
Let me see. So I
How
think
do what?
Stanley Altman ends up getting
What are
replaced.
Marines? Or what are
The
Marines in
Marines?
this? Yeah.
They're special forces who take less penalties from amphibious landings or crossing rivers.
Alright. Diplomacy. Trade. I think I'm good on trade.
I see. I must avoid becoming communist, because if I become communist, then I run into the issue of decolonization causing massive problems. Have fun. Reinforce the empire, and then
What does the training thing on recruit and deploy on the templates? What does training mean?
under recruit and deploy.
Yeah.
Uh, Training for that means that you're adding them to your deployment queue. Basically, that means that you've just recruited a new division, and then they get added to the deployment queue to train. And once they're trained up to a certain point, specifically once they know how to put on their equipment and how not to break their rifles just by holding them, you could deploy them immediately, or you could wait until they finish their training. So at the very least, they're considered regulars and not recruits. Uh, Steady as she goes, or reinforce the empire, or you know what? I'll do some.
Alright.
Yeah, I think I'll do some good old-fashioned limited rearmament.
What is Luxembourg?
Hmm.
Luxembourg between me and Germany.
Yep. Little city-state.
Oh, this is okay. In construction, I can build stuff.
Yes.
Probably not a good idea to build anything right now.
No. You want to be always building.
Alright.
I would recommend doing some civilian factories right off the start, then start doing some military factories because you will need them.
Alright. Let's do civilian factory.
Now let me see my other locations. Is there anything really worthwhile to start? No, not really.
Alright, I got. Alright.
Might be worth actually starting the decolonization process, because then I don't have to worry about my outer holdings. But on the other hand, I kind of want to hold all my stuff for myself. Okay, you guys are going to form up.
How many civilian factories should I start off with?
How many do you have? Generally, the more the better, but keep in mind that they're a bit on the expensive side.
Current. How do I check that?
Um, well, you see under construction, you have the number of
Uh,
civilian factories in the top left. Then you have the number of factories being used for consumer goods.
Hold on. You said under
You-
construction?
yeah, on the construction tab.
Top left, I have 33 and all 33 are in use. 14 for consumer goods, 5 for special projects, and 14 for construction.
Yep. So you have 14 currently available for construction.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm currently got what looks to be. Yeah, I think I have enough for right now. I'll
Yeah.
keep an eye on it though.
Gotta prep my Africa force because, yeah, that's gonna be fun when it all goes to hell. And it will all go to hell. This is just unfortunate, but that's how it is.
Okay. I'm ready when you are. I think. I hope.
Yeah, don't forget that you are France. Look around the world. You've got a lot of stuff.
Oh my god, I am a lot bigger than I thought I was.
Yep,
What the fuck?
that's why I pointed it out.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, a lot of first-time players of France forget that they have colonial holdings. It's important to keep a hold of those.
Fucking hell.
Okay, and then grab all of my local stuff.
Can't build
Once
anything
that
over in
is ready.
Africa. Can't build anything
Understand
between.
that when the war does kick off and you're eventually pulled into it, we're not in the same faction initially. I'll have to actually join. You don't have to join into my faction. We'll worry about that later. It's mostly just don't die before that happens, because that shouldn't take very long at all. I don't
I
remember
can't.
if you or I gets the focus for it.
I think I'm going to be taken over quickly, so I might, but. Why am I.
No, this is on historical. So Germany's going to follow the actual path of history. You don't have to worry about the war until I think 39.
Alright, I should be good. Do I have anything over here? Because I remember, like, some history saying that I had something over here.
Where is over here?
Near you. Near the. There it is! Uh, the Americas.
Yes, but I don't think you have any troops stationed out there.
I know, it's just the entire thing, don't want to lose.
I
It'll
understand
hold me.
that, it's unlikely that our holdings in South America are going to get hit,
I don't know, but I have
but
just tiny
the
thing.
African theater is definitely an issue.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to start when you are.
Yep, just finishing setting out all of my stuff that I need to start producing, and I need to start producing close air. I need to start producing naval bombers. I need to start producing my transport planes. I know Lucas doesn't necessarily like our close air support, but I like close air support because it's fast and it has, again, people have difficulty hitting it.
Oh, right, I almost forgot. Hello, everybody, Princess BRT here, and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4. I am learning
Yeah,
how
a
to
little
play.
delayed on that. Yeah, just a little, just a tiny bit delayed on that.
My apologies.
As far as the designers are concerned, I suggest you familiarize yourself with those as well, because if you go into armor research, air research, or naval research, you're going to need to know how to use them.
What's logistics do?
Logistics, you mean the tag? Like the little
Yeah.
tab up there? Oh, well, that tells you your equipment that you have, what equipment's being used, and what you're producing. Just lets you know if you're not producing enough. Anyways, when it comes time to actually build your stuff through the designers, you can do that for tanks, airplanes, and any boat. You just click on the button right next to the item you intend to redesign. Who else is undecided? Oh, you're unassigned.
What?
Gibraltar is important.
What does
Yeah.
unassigned mean?
Unassigned, it means that they do not happen to be assigned to a unit.
So
Which
which
is kind
ones?
of important. No, that's on my end. I had forgotten that I still had Gibraltar and Malta, which meant I had to turn around and go ahead and fix that. And then all of my defense forces out here going to be under Alan Brooke, who's going to be in charge of my actual defensive holdings.
I'm wondering how long it's going to take until I lose something.
Well, again, you're not supposed to get into a war until 39, especially not for your first game, so should take a while.
Alright.
Anyways, you did remember to assign your generals and whatnot, yes?
To all of them? Or. Wait, hold on, how do
To
I
the
say?
important ones.
So the one in my main country and one in Africa.
Did you? Did you seriously only make 2 forces?
Mm, I'm confused.
I'm a little confused too, but oh well.
Okay, so basically, how do I assign generals?
So when you create an army, you'll notice that
I'll be right back.
you'll notice that oh, of course.
My apologies. Feel free to entertain them by explaining what we're doing.
So hello everyone. This is Pacific here. Um I've played Hearts of Iron for a little bit longer than Paige has. She's going to be jumping, like for anyone who's actually seen this game before, she's jumping in to play the game for the first time with all the DLCs enabled. So there's going to be a bit of a learning curve here. Please don't be too harsh in the comments if you happen to notice her getting steamrolled right as soon as the war begins. It happens more often than one would think, or care to admit. Anyways, at the current moment, we're just setting up for the opening of the game. I know that she says she has everything done, but honestly, even I don't have everything done yet because I'm still trying to figure out which general I want to command my Oriental forces, who are protecting British Malaysia and the port of Hong Kong. It is a harder choice than most people would think. As sure, these locations don't necessarily get hit all that hard, but they do get attacked sometimes, and it's important to hold on to these places. In this particular case, because British Malaysia is one of my, I believe they're a dominion, and Hong Kong is a good port to operate out of when the war actually begins and you're facing Japan.
Oh, really?
That's for me. You have your own port over in China, as well
Yeah.
as Siam.
Well, I have a tiny island over here. But yeah, how do I assign generals?
Okay, so when you form an army, you'll notice that in the left-hand side, you'll have the army list and then a little portrait that says click to assign. That's the commander of the army.
I can
In order
only
to create
assign
a
one.
field, in order to create a field marshal, though, you select the army and then you click on the bottom at the left-hand side, which creates an army group.
Do I
You
need to?
assign,
Should I select an army group, or should I select a commander?
You do both. Armies have generals, and then armies are grouped up into army groups who have their own field commanders. Well, field marshals. Who confer even more benefits over the entire force. Generals can only command up to 24 divisions, and field marshals can only command up to 5 armies. After that, everyone starts taking a few penalties from the benefits that they would be getting from their general because his planning skills are being stretched to the absolute limit. Again, apologies in advance. This is taking a little while because I'm trying to assign decent people to do all the works that I need. Good. This is the Egypt front. Miles Dempsey, you're in charge of Egypt. Oh wait, is that the Egypt front or no? Wait, that's the Ethiopia front. Miles, you're in charge of the Ethiopia. I'm not gonna have any armor down here, so we'll put Henry Wilson in charge of the Egypt front. He just has to keep the Italians out. I think that's everyone, so it'll just be a matter of assigning a few air wings to start doing training. And then probably assigning... Oh my god, my home command has so many boats. I had forgotten that I have a single fleet. Yeah, I forgot that I have a home command fleet that is over 100 boats. That's gonna need an admiral. We're gonna grab... You know what we'll do? Admiral Andrew Cunningham there. The Mediterranean fleet. They're also gonna need a decent admiral. Let's do Admiral Admiral Somerville. North and South America's command, who probably isn't going to see too much work. Like, where on earth is he even stationed, anyways?
Question?
Some
How
stations
can
pretty
I
close.
move specific ones from to different areas? Because I got 131 group.
Oh, how to remove... Oh, wait, you mean you just grabbed all your infantry and placed them into a single group?
No. There's one division of mine that has 31 people, or 31 divisions in it.
Yeah, so you grabbed everything that was in France and placed it all into one army group. Yeah, into one army. In the
No.
selection, when you have the army select... What do you mean, no?
Oh, I was super zoomed out. It was grouped by different areas. Like, I have currently 3. I have a 31, an 8, and a 14. 14 in the south, 8 and I think the east, and 31 in the northwest. But I see what happened.
The Far East Command is going to be under Algernon Willis. There we go. We'll have the Far East Command start doing naval exercises. And let's see, missing equipment production for my... Oh, right, the carrier stuff. Gotta love missing equipment production for your carrier stuff. Alright, my first air wing I'm gonna have to update is my carrier fighters. By
Alright.
the way, if you run into an issue where you can't produce a specific type of aircraft, double check your outdated equipment just to see if the model had been outdated. If that's the case, then that just means that it got updated and it may not have updated to be the specific role you were looking for. Ready?
Not yet. Yeah, I think I'm ready. I think. Emphasis on think.
Alright, we're gonna only be on 3 times speed. Not the fastest thing on the planet, but fast enough. Home Command has too many ships under it. Makes sense. Let me see. How many of these are not entirely necessary? Patrol, you're fine. The Nor fleet is fine.
I
Reserve
just
fleet.
realized I don't. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. It's only been 8 days. Things actually go relatively slowly when set to this speed. Half the current selection, send them to there. Grab the other half, send them to there. Home Command no longer has issues. Perfect. So
Surprise! Nothing's burning.
Well, of course nothing's burning. You only just started. It'd be a little difficult to have things already burning. Might be a world record. For me to start investing in the gateway to Europe. And remember, Paige, that everything that we do is building up towards the. Oh, there goes King George V. Everything that we do is building up for a war with Germany. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Also, if I recall correctly, we both start off in a massive deficit of equipment. Yep.
Yep.
So that's important to fix. Gonna produce another tank brigade. How do my tanks look anyways? Mark 5, what do you do? No, that's the Mark 6. Oh no! I
What?
know this Mark 6. Oh no! This is when they finally added a turret onto the Mark 5. This is my great. I still have my old World War One tanks. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to actually I'm gonna have to update the armaments on my tanks. They're not
World
great.
news: Italy moves annex to Sultanate Asia.
Not Asia.
Ossia.
There you go. It's awesome.
Submits.
Yep, they submitted, meaning that Italy now owns them. Nothing we can do on that one. Now, the important shit's gonna be when Germany starts doing shit. That's gonna be the important one. Oh boy. Honestly, I can probably cut down on the colonial garrisons a little bit, but for now, let me see. You are the Arden Defense Force. I need some more colonial garrisons. We're going to Arden. Not Arden, but who are going over there. Trino, Sussex.
They're still building those.
We'll train 2. Batches of 2. There should not quite enough troops along that border either. But honestly, I just need to hold there until South Africa moves north to start dealing with Italy, so it should be fine there. I've got enough guys to garrison there. Good. Which means that what remains is going to be training a sort of local militia up here in Birmingham. to keep Germany out of the main, go off the island, while I go ahead and attack Germany, and then I'll need to train some more in order to hold some of the German areas. There we go, now I'm producing my 2 varieties of fighters and my naval bombers. Man, aircraft's always going to be a concern, isn't it? Have fun. Again, reduce trade with the Germans. Go down here. You start training, you start training, because both of you are actually able to do your training without costing me a ton of equipment.
Several German divisions recently advanced into Rhineland, marking the first time since the end of the Great War that Germany has basic. Okay, hey Pacific, could you pause? Remilitarization of Rhineland. Several German divisions recently advanced into Rhineland, marking
If you decide to counter them right now, you'll end up triggering a civil war, but you'll also be dragged into the Allies. Which means you'll face a multi-front war, and then I get dragged in early. Alternatively, you could choose to just tell them no bad and buy yourself another 3 years to build up and try to remove the disjointed government and the political conflict.
I'm gonna say no bad.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Alright, continue.
And I just issued my own disapproval. Modify Officer Corps.
What's funny is my... Wait, did you form an intelligence agency?
Not yet.
Okay, good to know.
You shouldn't be spying on me.
Why would I?
Mostly because you're the one who just asked me if I already formed an intelligence agency, and I'm like, I know you. I know you well enough to know that you're the one who, could decide to egg my property in Minecraft. Even though I had pointed out to you the fact that you were killing Ainz's computer while doing it. Don't even start with me on that. You absolutely would. But seriously though, that just risks your agents getting caught for nothing. You should be spying instead on Germany and possibly even Italy. Remember, Italy will join Germany.
Do I even have anything close to Italy?
You share a border with them.
Which border?
Savoy. It's in Savoy, just south of Switzerland. You also happen to border them on Corsica, the island in the middle of the Mediterranean, and right next to you, North Africa, as well as a small port over by Ethiopia.
Uh,
One of my generals has pushed himself too far. Poor guy. I am going to... You know what? We're going to give refuge to the German scientists.
question, what does the, uh, what do I do?
What is the what?
I have an event that says Second London Naval Conference. What do I do there?
Oh, the one that's building up right now?
Yeah.
Nothing, that's just telling you that a decision is close to automatically happening. And basically, that is, that is just, it just means that you are a London Naval Treaty signatory, which means that you have a maximum cost on your carriers, cruisers, and heavy ships. Right now, you, me, Italy, and Japan, and Germany all have signed the London Naval Treaty, which prevented people from building too large of vessels. And too many vessels. But if anyone ever leaves, well, then the escalator clause is invoked and we can start building larger vessels. For anyone watching, yes, I understand that this is slow, but it's also her first time playing, so I'm not exactly the most willing to just suddenly bump it up to 4 or 5 times speed.
Especially what happened in the last game where I tried to keep up with you guys.
Yeah, let me
It
see.
did not go well.
Which one was the last one where you tried to keep up with us?
The one where I got overthrown very quickly and imprisoned. And then had to watch the fallout of my character's children.
Oh, you mean when we were playing Crusader Kings?
Yep.
Yeah, to be fair, we don't know why you decided to pick the opposite side of the world.
Communism and government. Rather reform the revolution or broad collation.
I will tell you right now that you probably don't want to go communist.
So, reform or
It's somewhat. Let me see. You said.
communists and government. The communist movement in France fueled by broad dissatisfaction among working class, radio, blah blah blah. Rather reform the revolution, changing popularity of communism 10%.
Did you not go down the revive the national bloc route?
What route?
Oh, in your focus tree?
Wait, hold up. What's...
Did you not select anything for your focuses?
You did not say anything about focuses when we began.
I did absolutely say focuses right after I said research.
Then my apologies. Where... Which button is
Yeah,
this?
that's kind of important. Okay, so never mind. You are already behind. If you want to get rid of political violence immediately, revive National Bloc and then go ban communism.
Okay, so my question is rather reform the revolution or broad collation?
Broad, broad coalition? Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's up to you.
Just give me a
Welcome
sec.
to Hearts of
Where
Iron
do I...
4.
Where the fuck do I find this button that tells me what tree I went down? Clicked on it earlier so I know it exists.
For your national focuses, click on the flag. This pulls up your laws and government, research and production, military staff, and your national focus, along with all your national spirits.
Okay, I had the Valley of the France, and which one was it?
You went down to value the franc.
It's the
Uh,
only one I have.
no, you don't. If you grab the screen and pull it to the right, well, pull it to the left, technically, you'll notice just off to the right you have a bunch more.
Alright, which one was it?
It
Five
said
the
revive
National Law?
national block. Yep. Forming the Popular Front leads you to start angling towards communism, and then ends up causing you to force
Uh,
the issue.
Alright, ready.
Okay. But yeah, though, if you don't want the communist revolution, you got to go down that fairly quickly, like within your first three-ish focuses, or else the communists will start to rise up because they get antsy very quickly.
What new decision is there? What do I need to do?
What decision? Oh, the
Oh, that
decision
was...
you're already looking at? Well, that's
Yeah,
up
I
to
got
you.
it. Dealt with. After I do this last little upgrade, I gotta go check on my dad. Which basically means after this, when it turns to June the 3rd. Alright, I gotta go check on my dad. BRB.
This is fine.
Don't forget to inform them or do whatever you want to do to entertain them.
Ah, we could always just cut out parts that you're away from. Okay, whatever. So, hmm, I've never been much for informing, for informing nor entertaining. However, basic state of things, we're at night. Yeah, we're about halfway through the first year. Uh, she's already going for spies, which I suppose it is a good idea to start that pretty early on, but I worry that she may have spent those civilian factories a little too early. Oh well, only time will tell. Seeing as how I'm playing the UK, though, and she is not in the Allies, I have no way of actually looking to see what she's doing right now. Such is the way of things. Yeah, in other world news, at least as far as Hearts of Iron 4 is concerned, Italy doing some decent progress on the war in Ethiopia, but they're about to hit the normal deadlock that is the mountains. Looks like they're actually having some difficulty over there. Makes sense. Italy always runs into some issues once you get to Ethiopia's mountains. Meanwhile, Germany is, well, still doing German things. For a little bit more information, we are playing with the historical focuses, so so the nations are going to be roughly doing the same things that they did historically. Meanwhile, we have the U.S. being the U.S. and sitting there working on its Great Depression. Business as per usual. Let's see. Equipment deficit, equipment deficit. Wow. somehow, despite being in the green for my infantry equipment, it's going to take me even longer to finish filling out the deficit than I started with. How fun! The UK in a nutshell. Let me see. With my current army there, I need 4 infantry divisions to assign to that. Good. Let me see. Do I really want to keep cavalry? No, I think I'm going to swap them over to motorized. So let's see. For the new truck stockpile. Wow, that's even worse. Hmm. And start converting my Mark IVs. Good. That makes them a little bit cheaper. Actually, we're going to hold off on converting the Mark IVs until I get the next variety. For anyone wondering as well why I'm not just running the time through despite being on the slow speed, I don't know what Paige exactly is doing with her nation. And I don't know precisely if she's going to have any more events pop up while she's away. Most players, though, eventually hit the point where they can just step away easily for at least a year or two and then come back and still have all their stuff working. So while we're sitting here, let me take a look at the UK's lovely, lovely boat designs and see what I do need and what I don't need. Um, Not sure I need the Admiral class. Let's see. You compared to the G3 design, which is slower, looks like it probably has another secondary battery. Worse anti-air, though. Never mind, maybe they updated one of the anti-air guns into a normal battery. Let's see. Ah, yes, the G3 decided to go with more guns. No, not more guns, just higher level guns. Another secondary battery and one less AA gun. Is that one less AA gun? That shouldn't be one less AA gun. Why is your anti-air worse? Hmm. Oh, that's the difference. The secondaries are dual-purpose secondary guns at level 2 on the Admiral class, while the G3 turns those into dedicated rapid-fire cannons and then has a separate dual duty. Okay. That's confusing, but makes sense now that I found all of it.
Alright, I'm back for a few minutes.
Yeah, welcome back. But just slowly filtering through my ship designs, figuring out what I will and won't need to replace. Hmm. Well, it looks like my aircraft carrier's not terrible. That's good. Let's see, the Leander class versus the Town class. Alright. Had to have the king abdicate. Abdicate. Ugh. English. English words for English problems. Okay, looks like for my heavy cruiser, I actually want the county cruiser. And for my normal cruiser, it's the adventure class, who is... Oh! That's a mine-laying cruiser. Alright. That's important to know. I like cruisers and mine layers.
And it's the thing where I need to ban communism after I revive the national bloc, correct?
Yes. We'll start working on better subs, because that's going to be important. How far behind? Ah, good. It seems you're only an hour in-game behind me. So the game's staying nicely synced up.
Well, Spain is having civil war over there.
Yep, Spain always has a civil war. In fact, that is the only civil war in the entire game that is completely non-optional. There is, if I recall correctly, there's like one slightly buggy method by which you can prevent it, but other than that, no, there's just nothing you can do in time to actually stop the civil war from happening.
How do you upgrade how many things you can research over in the intelligence agency?
How many you can research at a time? You don't. If you click on them, you can start building them, but that's about all you got.
Hmm.
Yeah, you can only do one of them at a time. Yep, there goes Ethiopia. By the way, Ethiopia is not actually dead. It just looks like it initially.
Does it go faster the more people that you have on it? No, it does not. The largest world tension has been generated by German.
Yep, that's almost always the case.
I think
Well, time to start updating my fighters. Sea Gladiator, that should be fine. Okay, that fixes the carrier fighter. Now I need my carrier naval bomber. We'll put dive brakes on these. You can only have one naval bomber weapon on these. That's sad.
Hey Pacific, I gotta go BRB real quick.
Oh, alright.
Do you want to tell them any funny stories or any stories in
Not
particular?
particularly.
Do you want to explain Warhammer?
Not particularly at the moment.
Okay.
Now I can start converting these tanks. Okay, you ready for me to start again?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Alright.
You want to know what my most hated thing about any sort of intervention? I have the ability to choose, utilize the League's agricultural protectionism, laissez-faire, or intervention in Spain.
I mean, don't forget you also have other national focus trees as well.
Yeah, fair.
Well, other portions of it. So, again, it's all up to you.
Alright, I'm choosing this one. Oh, I got a research slot available. That's being done.
And you'll notice that we're close, that we are coming up on the end of the first year.
Yep.
Germany should start making moves against Czechoslovakia now, or soon. Germany, do I still have a larger navy than you? I better. Not enough intel, but I definitely do. What about versus Italy? Maybe not against Italy. Italy appears to be going for a larger navy. By the way, by either right-clicking on yourself with nothing selected for your nation, or just clicking on another nation and clicking on the flag for who owns it, you can pull up the diplomacy or intel ledgers on a nation, which tells you what info you know about them.
Okay, well, I got 2 spies in Germany right now. Alright, I got blueprints stealing up. Alright, got intel incoming.
Let's see, I need to stay up to date with German army intelligence.
Get some research, it's not due for a bit.
Arthur Percival, there is actually an Ethiopian general ready and willing to get back into. Oh, wait, never mind. I might not want to just immediately throw him in here because he actually prefers using exile divisions.
Hmm. Got 10 days left on that. There's 30 days left on that. Over 30 days left on that. So I guess I'll keep an eye on my operations there. Do invisible ink, followed by this. I hear paper being written. Definitely gonna take invisible ink first though.
Gonna start recruiting some exile divisions.
But yeah, basically have spy networks in everywhere but the Hinterpomian area. Get 24 days there. 15 days there. What the fuck?
Well, another year, another nation that Germany sets its sights on.
I'm dealing with Germany on my end.
Hmm?
I said I'm dealing with Germany on one end. I'm trying to find the other parts of Germany though. Is
Uh,
Germany?
nope, you only share one border with Germany.
Oh well, then I'm infiltrating and dealing with the problem.
Are you trying to subvert their politics?
No, I'm just gathering blackmail.
Anyways, I'm getting ready to attempt a coordinated strike. I'm trying to remember. Uh, two, and it takes 3 days.
Where are you striking?
Well, this is going to be against Germany, and I'm going to wait until we're closer to 39. Basically, it means that when they go to war with you, instead of jumping in on the war immediately, I'm instead going to do a coordinated strike and get bonuses for catching them off guard. Air defense and then radar. Can't do general rearmament met yet. World tension is not high enough.
Hmm.
We're going to grab survivability studies, which allows me to start adding in protection for my aircraft.
Yeah, my research. It's done in 13 days. That's done in 6 days. What one should I do next? Oh, wait, hold on. There's some research. Oh, what's available? That's. Okay. Days. Hmm.
Now let me see, for the medium Mark II, the small cannon, 3-man turret. Dang. Not the best medium tank ever.
16. Well, no, it's 6. 7. I'll finish that, I'll finish those 2, then I'll finish those. Then I'll work on those 3, and then I'll get on that.
Let me see, how's my equipment deficit doing? 200 days on guns, 128 on trucks. Good, I'll be in the positive for infantry, for my army by the time of the great, it was a great World War II. Brilliant.
I like Pinterest, it's pretty fun.
Hmm?
I said I like Pinterest, it's pretty fun.
Hmm.
Oh, really? Leagues? Okay, Spain requests aid. Shall we aid them or say fuck them?
Again, that one would be on you.
I have absolutely no political power.
That's, gotta admit, that's a little odd.
Uh,
Don't know what would be happening to all your political power, but
how do I know? Alright.
operations, let's see, I could capture the enemy cipher. No, I'm gonna want to infiltrate the army. Almost done convincing the Dutch to actually embargo Germany.
Why do I hear what sounds like sad tunes?
They wouldn't know what's currently playing on your end. Now to start getting the Royal Marines.
Well, I'm kind of thankful I didn't help Spain right now.
Hmm. I don't know. It actually can be worth it to help Spain.
Yeah.
Alright, New Guard Force, your job is to sit here and defend the homeland. Yeah, I'll be wanting the tip of the spear. Seize up the plans of my naval invasions.
I am getting an intelligence network set up in German. Just collecting info at the moment.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hmm. I can almost make an early Churchill prototype. It wouldn't be a great ship, but it would be a functional one.
Oh, by the way, infiltrated Germany civilians. Here in a bit, well, here after a little bit, or after a while, I'll be able to infiltrate their army soon. So it'll take 30 days, technically a month.
I should possibly start looking into amphibious tanks at some point soon. The problem, though, is that the amphibious drive isn't going to be around until 1941. So it just means that my heavy tanks are going to have to wait until the second wave, if I even get them built in time.
I mean, as far as that goes, if you do it now, you'll have more time later.
No, there's actually a penalty to trying to research things ahead of time.
Fair point. Yeah,
So it is worth it not to try to rush for things.
yeah, the red text that tells you, hey, it's not that time period yet. I basically research everything but the red text stuff. Because didn't you and Lucas say at one point you need to non-stop research?
Yes, you need to just keep researching. If you don't research, you do get to save like a few days up for whenever you start researching again, but you will need to actually be researching things pretty consistently. To not research is to accept death.
Uh,
Yep. Nationalist Spain just exploded. Can I volunteers? No, I'm not allowed to send volunteers, so what about an attache? If I have all my shit, I can. Good, we've infiltrated.
Good news. I have. Oh god, hold on. How many? Alright, good news. I have no communism. Yay!
Oh, by the way, your Intel network actually does give you advantages against against other nations. well, the nation specifically that you have the intel network against. It helps negate their planning factor on their troops, as well as the maximum entrenchment.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm doing to Germany at the moment.
Yeah, don't forget that while Italy is not in the Axis yet, they will join the Axis when the war is about to begin.
Oh, they're next. Once I can add some more of the, I'm trying to think of the word, but when I can add more operatives, Italy's next on the chopping block. Being infiltrated.
Ah, Chamberlain has taken over now.
Alright. Research will be done fast. No, it's actually going to be my politics that's going to be up faster.
Need to speed along to the motion of no confidence so I can actually get Winston Churchill in here.
Yet 2 days.
We'll just start investing nearly twice as many factories. And try ramping up my naval production, because naval production will be important. Not quite yet, but soon.
Yeah, I can see that. What time? Oh god, it's 4. Hey Pacific,
Yo.
I can go for about 10 more minutes, but then I'm gonna have to end the video and shut down. Because we have been at this for over like several hours.
Paige, I can personally assure you we've only been here for about 2.
Um,
Maybe even a single one.
but oh god, we have only been here for 2 hours.
Yeah. I am well aware of how quickly 3 times speed runs, because this is how I normally play the game. For anyone still listening to the video, I don't necessarily always keep it at 3 times speed. I do speed it up whenever there's long stretches of nothing.
Could you speed it up for me, please?
If I speed it up too much, though, there's a chance that you'll start lagging behind. Anyways, if we run tomorrow, though, well, today, I suppose, on your end, and on mine, then we will end up having to deal with Lucas and his tendency to run at maximum speed almost constantly. He does have a tendency to, forget that not everyone just so happens to be able to just flick through everything with no concern whatsoever. Equipment conversions? No, we want more construction speed. All the construction speed. Dutch, cooperate with me. Yeah, we can steal military blueprints.
How can you increase the amount of operatives you have?
Researching upgrades in the agency will give you more operatives after a certain number of upgrades. I believe it's every 5.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That I have to disagree with. I have 15 and I only have 2 operatives.
That's weird. It also takes a little bit of time for each one to recruit. Also, why were you rushing it?
Oh, I really wasn't. It's the entire thing of you guys said research, and I thought intelligence agency counted as research.
That is not research, that is intelligence. They are, in fact, different things.
I did not understand that. My apologies.
Let me see. Use that. Looks like we're almost done updating our light tank production. Yep, they're now being converted into actually stockpiled tanks.
Question: do you want me to promote propaganda anywhere?
Again, that's going to be a you thing because I do not particularly care all that much.
Alright, I hate to say it, but let's pause and save here.
Well, Paige, we can save locally.
Yeah, I'm saving locally on my end as well.
Yep, this means that you can actually open it yourself and play as any of the nations currently in the world right now.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well, guys, that was Hearts of Iron 4 with Pacific. We've learned a lot, and hopefully we'll continue playing through later. And who knows? By the way, there's a My Little Pony mod for this. Peace!